The most menacing wrestler currently on the WWE roster is Braun Strowman, but in the real world, he's far from menacing. He is very close to his family, including his parents, grandparents, and 9-month-old niece. He is also involved with several children's charities that promote health and fitness. As long as you don't make Randy Orton mad, then he is one of the most approachable WWE superstars on the roster. Just don't take pictures of him when he's washing his hands after using the restroom. Randy has been seen shopping at Walmart near his home, and it shows that he isn't afraid to go out in public, even though he's one of the most recognizable wrestlers in the world. He's also a devoted family man, and has been spotted boarding a private jet with them, and he was even seen at his wife's family reunion. The thing that is most important to Finn Balor in the real world are his nieces, and he spends time with them whenever he's not on the road. But when he is on the road, he hangs out with his fellow wrestlers, including Enzo Amore, Drew McIntyre, Sheamus, and Becky Lynch. Known as one of the most private WWE superstars, The Undertaker is very seldomly seen in public, but when he is, he's very open to taking pictures with fans and signing autographs. His family is the most important thing to him in his life, and he has been seen out in public with them only on a few occasions. Ever since dating and eventually marrying Renee Young, Dean Ambrose's personal life has been thrusted into the spotlight, something that at first he was uncomfortable with because he was a very private person. But now that he appears on Total Divas with Renee Young, he has no choice but to reveal what he's really like in the real world. Bray Wyatt likes to keep to himself, and he rarely goes out in public, especially now that his character has progressed and has become even more evil and maniacal. But when he is seen out in the real world, it might be with kids who are fans of his, or with his hairdresser, or even with his beautiful wife. But sometimes fans have been lucky enough to randomly run into him at places like a department store, or even at a mini-mart. Until recently, the Kane character was presented as scary and horrifying, and the WWE made sure not to let fans know very much about the man who played the character. Glenn Jacobs, the man who plays the Kane character, is a very private person, but on occasion, fans can see him when he goes out into the real world with his wife and kids. And now Glenn is even running for mayor, and he will become a much more public figure, and the Kane character will be in his rearview mirror. CM Punk has never let fame and fortune go to his head, and he can be seen riding the train in Chicago on a regular basis, instead of using a limousine. And despite rumors, he is actually very fan-friendly, and will always take a picture with a fan, as long as you don't call him by his real name, Phil Brooks, because if you do, then he will not acknowledge you, because he wants to keep some things private. Out in the real world, you will see Chris Jericho with 3 different kinds of people: his family, which includes his wife, 2 daughters, and son, or a countless list of celebrities, including Keith Richards and Carrot Top. But most likely you will see him in the real world with other WWE superstars. Brock Lesnar isn't seen much in the real world because he lives in the deep woods of Canada. He is definitely not a fan of the spotlight, so when he is not on TV, he is rarely seen. But when he is seen either with his family, including his wife or daughter, and fans who were lucky enough to meet the Beast incarnate.